Hello all, it's your girl Ileana Castellano and I'm here today with another video. Today we will be discovering how to find value within yourself. And without further ado, let's get started. First, I found it very important to define what self-value is. So here is the definition. Being on your own team, giving yourself the same respect, dignity, and understanding that you want for your loved ones. You're protective over them, you love them so much that if some Joe or Jane just came out on the street and just blatantly disrespected them in your presence, you would probably say something or get them out of that toxic situation or probably punch that Joe or Jane in the face. That's just the reality of it. So why is it then that it's so easy for you to disrespect yourself? The first thing that we need to acknowledge on this journey of self-discovery and self-value is that you are not defined by your circumstances, whether it is present, past, or future, especially with stuff that didn't happen a minute ago. Learn from that mistake, learn from that situation, learn from that circumstance, and move on. Acknowledge them for what they are, but move on. Especially if it has to do with somebody hurting you. Understand that they are probably not staying up at night thinking about how much they hurt you, because they're probably not a decent human being, okay? So baby, decide that you want to heal, and you will. Decide that you want to be a victim, and you will. Next thing is, don't settle for less. Treat yourself how you view yourself, or rather, how you would like to view yourself in an optimal situation. Don't settle for less in your relationships. Don't let just any Joe or Jane enter your temple, if you know what I mean. And ultimately, you have to know who you are before you let somebody come into your bubble. If you don't know yourself and you allow another human being into your life, then they will become a very big part of your identity. And you don't want that. You want to stand apart from them, even while y'all are together. You want one whole and one whole to come together and make a bigger whole. You don't want a half and a half to come together and make a whole. That's not good. That's not something that you need to strive for. When people come out here saying,
oh, he's my other half, oh my gosh, he's everything.
blah, 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 blah. No. Next one is understand that you hold power in the word no. The only being that you need to be saying yes to consistently is Jesus Christ. Everybody else, you don't owe them anything unless you're in debt. Then I advise you to pay that debt, okay? Especially when it comes to your temple, and let's be real here, when it comes to your sexual being, you do not owe anyone access to you. No matter how good they make it sound, no matter how much time y'all spend together, no matter how the relationship is forming and molding and seemingly reaching this point, you do not owe them a yes. And I actually advise you to just not, because all of that can cause so much confusion, especially if you are not whole within yourself. And not just when it comes to sex, okay? It can also just be in going to an event, or your friends are inviting you out to do something real dumb, like drugs. Drugs or vandalism or something crazy like that. If hold power in your no, okay? And if your friends are doing stupid stuff like that anyway, you probably shouldn't be around them in the first place, which is my next point. Guard your heart / find people who are going to take you to the next level. Guard your heart away from those people that are absolute trash, absolute garbage, and will literally never do anything good for you except for hold you back from your blessings. And go out and find people who are going to support you, who are going to push you, who are going to motivate you, talk you up, encourage you to push forward and make those dreams become a reality. There are plenty of toxic people in this world, y'all. There are plenty of people that don't want to see you make it. And instead of blatantly telling you that, they will just continue to encourage you to just keep being stupid. Cut them off. I don't care how long y'all been friends. Y'all could have came out the womb together. I don't care. The next step to finding self-value for me, be intentional and be deliberate about every single thing that you do. Wake up early, make your bed, take your shower, wash your face, put that toner on, put that makeup on. Find clothes that are going to be suitable for whatever you're going to be doing in your workday. Instead of eating out, have that food already prepared. You want to have a conversation with yourself. You want to sit down and you really want to talk to you and figure out what it is that you dislike about you. Then you want to see, are any of these something that I can actively change and work on right now? Because maybe they're legitimate. Maybe you're disappointed in yourself because you are a little chubby and you want to be working out and you want to be more active. That's something that you can actively work on. So you want to talk to yourself. And in that conversation, you want to set standards. You want to figure out what those old standards were and you want to just demolish them, okay? You want to lift that bar up and be willing and ready to meet that standard. Next, you want to confront your issues. Oftentimes, I find that people will go through a traumatic experience and instead of acknowledging it, confronting it, healing from it, and moving on, they decide,
I'm good.
I'm chilling. Shoot. Yeah, he cheated on me, but it's cool. And I'm gonna move on. Yeah, I'm going on a date next week, even though I broke up with him a couple days ago because he cheated on me. And yeah, that hurt or whatever, but I'm good. You're not good, honey. You are not good. Stop lying to yourself. Confront that issue. Let's talk it out. Go get some help. Go get some therapy. Go talk to a friend. Let it out. Go talk to a pastor. Talk to somebody that's going to be able to guide you through this mourning and through this tough time. You can ignore it, but that thing will grow and fester inside of you and become your deepest insecurities that will eventually, boom, in your next relationship when you thought you were good and all of a sudden you blowing up on Tyrone because of XYZ. Next thing is, I'm a firm believer in taking care of yourself from the inside out, but also from the outside in. So with that being said, my next point is to take pride in your appearance. When everything is not good, when you are emotionally going through it, that is the time where you need to be looking your best on the outside. Wear a smile. Your brain will respond, whether you think so or not, when you are smiling and laughing. And I've said this before in other videos, but you also want to set goals. You really want to look at where you are now and where you want to be, and you need to set little baby goals in between there until you, bam, reach where you want to go. Okay? Don't look at the start to finish as this impossible thing or like, wow, I need to go so far. Don't rest into that negative mindset. Take control of that thought and be like, throwing it behind me. Let me go ahead and set these goals. Don't make them so big so that you look at them on paper and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Your view of yourself is going to depreciate when you do that. Next is, say it out loud. Acknowledge what your biggest insecurities are. Then find the reverse to them. Then say it out loud. So if I have an insecurity that my ears are too big, I'll throw it out there, then that opposite will be, my ears are perfect. And then I say it out loud. I have perfect ears. Say it over and over again. I have perfect ears. I have perfect ears. Look yourself in the mirror and give yourself a little ear massage. I have perfect ears. I love my ears. Not to be conceited or cocky or anything crazy like that, but you want to say this out loud over and over and over again, because you will start to feel how you say you feel. Take hold of those insecurities, and instead of pushing them deep down, and then every time somebody wants to give you a compliment, you're like, oh no, what? Ew, I'm so gross. Say thank you. Thank you, I really appreciate it. And then, try to find something about them. But, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've been working on that. Be your biggest fan, okay? The world is filled with critics. The world is filled with people that constantly just want to tear people down to make themselves feel better. Don't add to that. Don't become one of those people, especially when it comes to you. Respect you, love you enough to tell yourself the truth. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. My last and final point here is the most important. You need to pray. All those worries and all those negative thoughts that you have inside, pray that God takes them away. He will never give you more than you can bear. Know that. All things are working for my good. He's intentional, never failing. Like sis says. Ooh! And that's all she wrote. We have made it to the end. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and follow me on all of the social medias. If you have ideas of different videos or different things that you want me to talk about, please comment below, let me know. Keep your head up, love. Bye.